Hey, welcome back. Today we have level 2 of the subtraction with negative digits technique to make your life easier. Now we're going to be getting the answer with less work by combining the translation steps into one step. Our little cute title is Everyone Loves a Compliment. In math, a compliment is kind of a thing that goes with another thing to make a whole, but obviously when we spell it with an I in regular life, it's like something nice that you say to somebody. Like maybe you give somebody a like or a thumbs up on their video in YouTube. Finn would love that. I obviously would love that too. So let's move forward. So last time we ended with this that Finn did. So Finn did this large subtraction involving two numbers in the trillions here. And this number, we subtracted away this number, and then we got this answer. This is actually an answer, but it's not the kind of answer we normally like. So we need to translate it into an answer down here that had all positive digits, which is how we normally like our numbers to be given to us. And to do that, we took these steps to eliminate the negative digits. Today we're going to show you that you can do all of these steps actually in one step. And we're going to use complements. So here's the same problem set up and with that same first answer already given. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to point out over here, this way, that we have this situation of complements. We want two numbers that when we add them together, they give us, in this case, 1,000. All of the digits end up being 0, and we get an extra 1, or whatever the next digit is, on the other side. So if this was like 2,346, then we'd end up with 3,000. And how do we do that? Well, we have our first number, and we're looking for this number, and we say, well, 3, I want to get to 900. I need 6. 4, I want to get to 9. I got to get 5 here. 6, well, I need 3 to get to 9. But I don't want to get just to 999. I want to get to 1,000, so I need 1 more in this last column. And that's what's going to happen here. So I'm just going to show you and talk through what I'm doing here, and then we're going to discuss it a little more. I'm going to switch colors on and off to make this a little more clear. So first, we don't want to do this whole thing in one go. It's easier to break it into groups. So here, I start at my first positive number, and then I go until I need some negatives. If I have something I need to translate, then I better find what I need to translate, which is these negatives. And then I find another positive, or I get to the end of the thing, then I know that I'm done with that group. Okay, now I have another positive here and a bunch of negatives. So that's going to be another group, and I'm going to go all the way down to the end of my negatives. I get to this 0. 0 has sort of two states it can be in. 0 can be a 0 where there's a positive after it, sort of eventually, whatever the next non-zero is positive. Then we're at the end of our group. But if it has a negative after it, then actually it's still part of the same group. But here, we don't need it at all because it has a positive after it. And then here we have a 4 with some negatives after it. And then we get to this other positive. So that's the end of this group. And then here we have this group here. And now these two-digit groups are just like what we had last time. So we have a two-digit group. So we have 2 in one column and negative 4 here in the one smaller. So this is just 20 back 4. So 20 negative 4, and that's 16. So this is 1, 6 for this group. Yeah? Now we're going to skip these, and we're going to skip this 0 because this 0 was just fine. And we're going to go over here to this two-digit group because that's what we know from last time. So this is 40 and go back 2. So that's 38. So this is 3, 8. And now these are done. These are already part of our answer. Now we have, and actually I guess this 0 is also part of our answer if we're going to keep everything even here. Now we have these larger groups. So what we need is we need all of these negatives to go away. So what we want to think about is, all right, well, if I'm making all these negatives go away, I'm going to need to do this 9 situation, basically. I have to add 9s here and 10 at the end because I'm reversing this process. And then that's going to, instead of giving me an extra 1 here where it all rolls over up, we're actually undoing this. So this goes down by 1, and we get our answer this way. It's a little complicated to say it in words, but it's very easy to do. So this 8, we're going to lose one of those. So that goes to 7. And then 7, well, if I add 9 to negative 7, then I just get 2. If I add 9 to negative 4, I get positive 5. If I add 9 to negative 5, I get 4. And now I'm adding 9 and then 1 again. So I'm adding 10 here to get 5. And these are done. These guys are done. Now here we have positive 4, but then our negative group. So that's going to lose 1. So that goes to 3. And then 4, I'm going to add 9. So negative 4 plus 9 is going to give me 5. And negative 7 plus 9 is going to give me 2. Negative 1 plus 9 is going to get, negative 1 plus 9, but then plus 1, because it's the end of our group. So that's negative 1 plus 10, and that's just 9. And now this is done. So then if we compare it to our answer from before, we have, let's see, 1, 6, 7, 2, 5, 4, 5, 0, 3, 5, 2, 9, 3, 8, which is the same answer that we got before. But here, we got it in 1, 2, 3, the 4th conversion step. And here we got it in just 1 step. So this obviously saves a lot of work that way. Okay, so that might be a little bit confusing. So we'll do a few more examples. And that will be enough for this video, and then we'll maybe cover different stuff next time or get a little more practice. These will all build on each other because we're going to use them in subsequent videos when we talk about different things. So let's get a new example. Finn, can you get me some random numbers? I'll hold this camera here. All right, Finn's going to pop us out some random numbers here on this screen. So there's some, but all right, those ones? Or you want to hit it again for these people so they know we're really randomizing this? It's up to you. You say when you want to stop. That's probably fine, so we don't bore them. All right, so what numbers do you have?
8.
So give me 3 numbers at a time, please. 3 digits at a time.
8, 3, 2.
8, whoa. 8, 3, 2. Keep going.
2, 7, 9.
2, 7, 9. All right, next number.
1, 7, 3.
1, 7, 3. Next number. Next 3 digits.
4, 4, 8.
4, 4, 8. Thank you very much, Finn. If you would like, you can resume your recording since you wanted to do that. All right, so now we're going to do this one here. So we have this subtraction problem. 832,279 minus 173,448. All right, so the first step is we're just going to go through the columns and put down our negative digits where we need them or not. So we're going to convert this to adding negatives, because that's the same as subtracting, except adding negatives is better. And now we have 8 plus negative 1, that's going to give us 7. 3 plus negative 7 is going to give us negative 4. 2 plus negative 3 is going to give us negative 1. 2 plus negative 4 is going to give us negative 2. 7 plus negative 4 is going to give us negative 3. And 9 plus negative 8 is going to give, No, 7 plus negative 4 is positive 3. What are we doing here?
I was like, wait a second.
And 9 plus negative 8 is positive 1 also. I can just put a little positive here just so that I am consistent, I guess. Wait, the 7? Oh, yeah, I guess so. We don't normally put them, but since I made that mistake. All right, so now this is our answer, right? Like, we're done. This is an answer to this question. But again, we want to translate it. So let's talk about the groups here. So the groups here, remember, are we start at the first time we get a positive and then a negative, or like a 0 that has a negative as its following digit eventually. So we're going to have, this is going to start, and then negative, 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 and then here we have these positives. So they are not part of it. And then we just have positives to the end. So those actually are already fine. Those are already, like, they don't need any translation. They're not going to change. So we have our group now. And now again, we're going to do that bit about finding the complement. So we're basically going to be, this is going to lose 1,000, and then we're going to get that 1,000 back by adding 999 and then 1, and that's going to clear this all out. So we have 7 is going to go to 6. Negative 4, when we add 9 to it, is going to go to 5. Negative 1, when we add 9 to it, is going to go to 8. Negative 2, when we add 9 to it, is going to go to 7, but it's the end of the row. So we got to add 1 more because we have 999 plus 1. So we have 8 here because negative 2 plus 10 is 8. And then these guys were fine from before. So 3, 1. So our answer here is going to be 6, 5, 8, 8, 3, 1. That's that question. Yeah, I can hold it. I know, right? It takes a long time. So that actually, Finn is tired with recording, and we covered what we wanted to cover. We covered this trick of using the complement to do these examples where we do our translation step, going from mixed positive and negative digits to a purely positive answer. And here was our second example where we did that same thing. We identified the groups that are going to need changing and the stuff that's already fine. And then we just used the complement trick in order to do the conversion, the translation all into positive digits all in one step. I hope you liked the video. Hit the like button and subscribe and what was it? Ring the bell or something. Anyway, I think we're supposed to say that. Click the bell, Finn says. All right. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.